question, and this question goes to Mrs. Adediro. Mrs. Adediro, we wanted to share with us how parents can be part of their children's success, academically, morally, and all around. As a school director, there are a lot of things you have seen among parents. Doctors want patients in their hospital, yes or no? Lawyers want science, but we teachers, we want successful students. How can parents be part of their own children's success? Because we want to do our part as teachers.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Oluwade. Yeah, just like I'm going to use myself a little bit as an example because I was first and foremost a parent even before I found myself in the education segment. I never did education and I never even imagined myself in the world of education, so to say. I was a journalist, a trained broadcaster, but somehow I discovered that my children, I was not knowing my children because the kind of work I was doing was not permitting me. I leave the house sometimes 5:30 in the morning, sometimes 5 a.m. in the morning. I was working on the island then. I had a very good job and I was okay with it. Even as a journalist, I've been used to this lifestyle of you're always on the road. Sometimes I will not be at home maybe for 2 weeks, for 1 month, I won't be at home. So I had a house help then who was always taking care of my children. And I discovered that everything was depending on my house help. You know, I try to take care of my children before I leave the house in the morning. As early as 4 a.m., I'll wake up, I bath them, and that is all. So I leave her to take them to the school. Sometimes I'll be at home, they'll be calling me. Every other parent will pick their children, your children are still in the school. And I'll be like, but I'll ask this girl. Because I have to also enroll her in school so that she can, because what I want, you know, what you want, you also, I wanted to invest in her education so that she can give that back to my children. But I found that I was not, at a point, in fact, I started doing many things that I couldn't even tell what my child can do or not. Sometimes when the teacher calls me, your daughter is this, your daughter is that, I'll be like, sometimes I won't even be able to talk. So eventually, I had to just give up the posh job, so to say. I had to move into education and I never regretted moving. If not for the monetary aspect of it, but for the joy of being able to bring up my children, knowing my children, being involved in their education. And to the glory of God, Mama is here. She's my grandma. And she always tell me, thank God for the good job you are doing. Especially, I say that when I put in everything into my children, I was getting what I wanted them to get. They were always there at the top. To the glory of God, I don't think I've had any child who they have called me in school, this your child is not doing well. They are always at the top. They are always at the top. And I give all the glory back to God. But to answer your question, I think 98% of the success of our children lies in us as the parents. Because no matter how busy you are, I tell my parents, I say no matter how busy you are running around to get money. Now at the end of the day, what do you want that money to do for you or to do in the life of your children? When you don't even know how your children are doing in the school. So sometimes I have had to invite parents, come, do you even notice your child does this, your child does that? And they will be like, we should come and to school fees, and teacher not letting go away. And I tell my parents that we are in a partnership. It's a partnership. Though you are paying, but I want you to see value in what you are paying for. If your child is not doing well, you will still come back to say, that school is not doing anything. And our parents will come, I want to change my children's school. And because they are not, I'm not saying what they are teaching them. And I have to ask them sometimes, I said, this is your child, what have you? Do you even know the kind of homework your child brings from school? And they'll be like, they will not come and go, you might say, I will tell them, sometimes I will be in the kitchen. And my daughter, Mommy, I don't understand this. I said, don't worry, bring it. While I am on Amala, I am also looking at their homework. This is what your teacher said you should do. This is this. Sometimes, okay, just do it that way. When you get back to school, explain to your teacher, this is the understand. So we have a lot. We have to be involved. To the glory of God, I don't think I've had to miss any of my children's open house. They are not in the same school with me. They are in other schools. But I make sure that even if it's 5 minutes to the closing of their open house, I will be there. Because I want them to know that you have a mother who is involved in your academics. So don't always think that, oh, my mommy will not come. I will. And I will always ask their teachers. And anytime my child is in any class, I ask the teacher, we are in your class together. Me and my daughter, we are together in your class. So don't worry, get used to saying me, because you are going to be seeing me, you are going to be hearing from me. So let's get involved. Parents, mothers, we have, the fathers, they will be like, hey, come on. The fathers are out there making money, yes. But no matter how busy you are, don't ever get too busy, for you to be involved in your child's education. Even if you are a teacher, yes, you are a teacher because we are in the gathering of teachers. Even as teachers, there's no crime in your child being the best in the school every session. I don't know, it makes me feel somehow when they are calling best in mathematics, best in English, and you are a teacher, and your child is not even getting any. Fine, I'm not saying that it must always be, they must always get, but are you even satisfied as a teacher with what your child is bringing in their academic performance? So I think that don't just think because I'm a teacher. No, as a teacher, your children should reflect the kind of teaching.